Welcome to Wireless Encryption Hacking with Ryan Reed. In the following video, I will show you how to break the wired equivalent privacy encryption standard and the Wi-Fi protected access encryption standard using free utilities. Let's start with the WEP standard. We begin by booting into our Linux-derived operating system, Backtrack. This operating system was created for the sole intention of network auditing. Once fully loaded, we're going to load up two terminals, which I have already conveniently opened beforehand. In the first terminal, we're going to use the AirMonNG and ifconfig utilities to stop the wireless adapter from broadcasting or receiving signals. We are now going to use the MAC changer tool to spoof the MAC address of our wireless adapter. This step is not required, but it helps keep me safer by hiding my real MAC address. 001122334455 is just a generic adapter MAC address. Now, using AirMonNG again, we need to start the adapter back up in monitor mode. AirMonNG allows us to view wireless activity in the area and save the traffic to a plaintext file. It monitors traffic and has useful information, including network names, access point MAC addresses, and channels. We keep this running until our target shows up. Hybridl is our target, so we can cancel the scan. Now we're going to copy the MAC address of the access point, as we will be using it a few times later in the hack. What is also important to note is the channel the access point is using, located under the CH category. In this case, our access point is using channel 8. Now we're going to have AeroDump monitor only channel 8 and output the traffic to a plaintext file called WEP. We'll leave this running while we perform the next part of the attack. The AirPlayNG utility allows for various packet injection modes. -10 attempts to deauthenticate all clients currently connected to the access point and fakes an authentication request with the access point using our fake MAC address. Next, we're going to use AirPlayNG again to initiate the attack using the -3 attribute. We need to leave this window open to gather IV packets from the access point. We need a good amount of these packets to crack the key. From a new terminal, we will begin looking for the key from our WEP captured file using the AirCrackNG utility. We have to set the encryption size and the access point's MAC address. And there we go, the key was found in no time. In many cases, it will take much longer to crack. This time, it took only a few seconds to come up with the correct key. The WPA encryption standard tends to take a bit more time when trying to crack the key. Let's take a look at how we do that. We're going to start again by disabling the adapter, changing the MAC address, and forcing the adapter into monitor mode. Again, we're going to configure AeroDump-NG to look at only the channel our target is on, which is 8, and the BSSID of the access point. We're also going to save the output of the capture to a file called WPA. We'll leave this running while we attempt to capture the WPA handshake. An important note is that this scan will now show clients connected to the access point, shown under the station heading. It is important that there is a client connected to the access point for this method of attack to work. Now, using AirPlay NG will cause an ARP replay and steal the WPA handshake from the target node and access point. Here you can see we are successful. It is now unnecessary to keep AeroDump running. Now to crack the password. To do this, we use a dictionary file to scan our packet dump created earlier. These dictionaries can vary a great deal. The one I am using is a simple Webster dictionary in plain text format. This can take anywhere from seconds to days to crack the password. In this case, it took less than 1 second to complete the crack on this access point. This is due to the password, academic, being near the top of the dictionary file. And there you go. There are limitations to the method I used to crack the WPA key, but due to most users using default password or common, everyday words as their keys, cracking most general consumers' encryption keys is generally extremely easy. I'd like to thank the Backtrack forums and users for their information on cracking encryption keys. I'd also like to thank Ryan Reed for being so awesome and making this video. And of course, me, Alex, the computer-based speech tool. If it weren't for me, you would have to listen to Ryan's voice during this entire video.